Cars. We love them, right? There's something about them that just captures our hearts and imaginations. Let's face it, folks, cars are more than just hunks of metal. They're freedom machines. They represent the open road, the thrill of the journey, and the promise of adventure. Whether it's a sleek sports car or a reliable family sedan, each vehicle tells a story. Remember your first set of wheels? That feeling of independence? The excitement of turning the key and hearing the engine roar to life? It was more than just a mode of transportation, it was a rite of passage, a symbol of growing up and stepping into the world on your own terms. From Sunday drives to cross-country road trips, cars have become a part of who we are. They bring families together, create lasting memories, and offer a sense of freedom that few other things can match. Think about those spontaneous road trips with friends, the laughter, the music, the sense of adventure that comes with every mile. But have you ever stopped to think about how these marvels of engineering came to be? The journey from concept to reality is a fascinating one, filled with innovation, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. It's a story of human ingenuity and determination, the blood, sweat, and gears that went into creating the vehicles we know and love today. It's a tale of countless hours spent in design studios, testing facilities, and assembly lines. Each car is a masterpiece of engineering, a testament to the skill and dedication of the people who build them. Buckle up, because we're taking a trip down memory lane to explore the fascinating world of automobile manufacturing. From the early days of hand-built machines to the high-tech production lines of today, we'll uncover the secrets behind the cars that have shaped our lives. Get ready to learn about the pioneers, the innovations, and the sheer ingenuity that transformed the way we move. We'll delve into the stories of visionaries like Henry Ford, who revolutionized the industry with the assembly line, and the countless engineers and designers who pushed the boundaries of what's possible. And hey, we might even throw in a few jokes along the way. After all, cars are not just about getting from point A to point B. They're about the joy of the journey, the thrill of the ride, and the fun we have along the way. After all, this is about cars, and cars are supposed to be fun, right? So sit back, relax, and join us as we celebrate the incredible world of automobiles. From the classics that have stood the test of time to the cutting-edge innovations that are shaping the future, there's something here for every car lover. Let's hit the road and explore the magic of cars together. Cars have evolved so much over the years. From the early models that were little more than motorized carriages to the sleek, high-tech machines we drive today, the journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. Each era brought its own innovations, its own unique style, and its own set of challenges. Think about the roaring 20s when cars became a symbol of freedom and prosperity, or the muscle car era of the 60s and 70s when power and performance were king. And now, we're in the age of electric and autonomous vehicles, where technology is pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The future of cars is incredibly exciting. Electric vehicles are becoming more and more common, offering a cleaner, more sustainable way to travel. And autonomous cars promise to revolutionize the way we think about driving, making our roads safer and our commutes more efficient. But no matter how much technology changes, one thing remains the same: our love for cars. They are more than just machines. They are a part of our lives, our culture, and our history. They connect us to the past, drive us forward into the future, and bring us together in the present. So whether you're a gearhead who loves tinkering under the hood, a road trip enthusiast who lives for the open road, or just someone who appreciates the convenience and freedom that a car provides, there's something special about these incredible machines. Cars are a universal language, a common thread that connects us all. They bring joy, excitement, and a sense of adventure to our lives. So let's celebrate the cars we love, the people who build them, and the journeys they take us on. Here's to the open road and the endless possibilities it brings. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And with a car, every journey is an adventure waiting to happen. So let's hit the road and see where it takes us. After all, we love them, right? From horses to horsepower, the early days. The transition from horse-drawn carriages to the first automobiles was a monumental shift in human history. It marked the beginning of a new era, one that would forever change the way we live, work, and travel. But let's take a step back and explore how this incredible journey began. Before the roar of the engine, there was, well, the sound of horses' hooves. Imagine the rhythmic clatter of hooves on cobblestone streets, the gentle sway of the carriage as it moved along. This was the soundtrack of daily life for centuries. Horses were not just a means of transportation, they were companions, workers, and an integral part of society. Yep, before cars, getting around was a whole different animal, pun intended. People relied on horse-drawn carriages for everything from daily commutes to long-distance travel. These carriages came in various shapes and sizes, from simple carts to luxurious coaches. They were a symbol of status and wealth, and owning a fine carriage was a matter of pride. But then some bright minds started tinkering. The Industrial Revolution had sparked a wave of innovation, and inventors were eager to find new ways to harness the power of steam and later internal combustion. Workshops buzzed with activity as these pioneers experimented with different designs and mechanisms, driven by the dream of creating a self-propelled vehicle. They dreamed of a faster, more efficient way to travel. Enter the first automobiles. These early vehicles were a marvel of engineering, combining the principles of mechanics, physics, and chemistry. They represented the culmination of years of hard work, trial and error, and relentless pursuit of innovation. These early contraptions were a far cry from the sleek machines we see today. They were often bulky, noisy, and prone to breakdowns. But they were also a testament to human ingenuity and determination. Each new model brought improvements and refinements, paving the way for the modern automobile. Think more along the lines of motorized carriages sputtering and shaking their way down cobblestone streets. These early cars were a curious sight, often drawing crowds of onlookers who marveled at the strange horseless carriages. They were a symbol of progress and the promise of a new exciting future. But hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? The journey from concept to reality was fraught with challenges. Inventors faced numerous obstacles, from technical difficulties to financial constraints. Yet they persevered, driven by a vision of a world where travel was faster, easier, and more accessible to all. One of the biggest names in early car making, the automotive industry owes much to the visionaries who dared to dream big. These pioneers laid the foundation for what would become one of the most influential industries in the world. Their contributions were not just technical, but also cultural, shaping the way we think about mobility and freedom. Carl Benz, the guy who patented the first practical automobile back in 1886. Benz's invention was a milestone in automotive history. His motor wagon was not just a technical achievement, but also a symbol of human progress. It demonstrated that the dream of a self-propelled vehicle was not just a fantasy, but a tangible reality. His three-wheeled motor wagon may have looked more like a fancy tricycle, but it was a game changer. This innovative design featured a single-cylinder four-stroke engine, which was a significant advancement at the time. The motor wagon's success paved the way for further innovations and set the stage for the development of the modern automobile. It was a bold step forward, one that would inspire countless others to push the boundaries of what was possible. The early days of the automobile were a time of experimentation and discovery. Inventors and engineers worked tirelessly to overcome the limitations of existing technology and create something entirely new. Their efforts were not always successful, but each failure brought valuable lessons and insights. The journey from horse-drawn carriages to the first automobiles was a testament to human creativity and perseverance. As we look back on these early days, it's important to remember the context in which these innovations occurred. The world was changing rapidly, with new technologies and ideas transforming every aspect of life. The invention of the automobile was part of a broader movement towards modernization and progress. It was a time of great excitement and possibility as people began to imagine a future where travel was faster, easier, and more efficient. The early automobiles were more than just machines. They were symbols of a new era. They represented the triumph of human ingenuity and the promise of a better future. These early vehicles may seem primitive by today's standards, but they were groundbreaking in their time. They laid the groundwork for the incredible advancements that would follow, shaping the world in ways that their inventors could scarcely have imagined. The story of the early days of the automobile is a story of visionaries and dreamers, of people who dared to think differently and challenge the status quo. It's a story of innovation and determination, of overcoming obstacles and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. These pioneers paved the way for the modern automotive industry, and their legacy continues to inspire us today. So the next time you get behind the wheel of your car, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey that brought us here. From the clatter of horses' hooves to the roar of the engine, the story of the automobile is a story of human progress and ingenuity. It's a story that reminds us of the power of dreams and the importance of never giving up, no matter how difficult the road ahead may seem.